Hi darling, and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to HomeSense. We've gone through the entire series where we've gone through 6 different types of interior design styles, right? I hope you found the one that you loved, and I know the one that I love, which is a classic red Christmas. Well, among others as well, but for this Christmas, this year at least, that's the one that I personally will be going for. And if you haven't watched the whole series, then go ahead and catch up on that and then come back and watch this vlog. I'm going to play the vlog in a second, but the vlog is really here to show you that, okay, we can plan our Christmases, right? We can plan our design, our decoration styles, and then how do we shop for them, right? And where can we find them? I decided to go to HomeSense after filming this series because I felt like HomeSense was a place that's accessible to everyone. It's at a good price point. It's available in so many cities, right? And we can all reach it, and we all love what's in HomeSense. I think everyone loves HomeSense. So it's a perfect place to go shopping and see what's in store for this Christmas. And if you have not seen the whole series and you've just jumped on this video, then I recommend and advise that you watch this series so you can get more inspiration about how to actually put together your Christmas trees, your Christmas garlands, your mantles, and your tablescapes in your chosen theme. But what we're doing in HomeSense is just going through what they have, catching that Christmas magic. It was so good, like being in there. Like initially I was like, it feels a little bit too early for Christmas, but by the time I had spent 20 minutes there, I was so into it, and now I'm like, I'm in Christmas mood. So you might get some Christmas fever. I had a lot of fun, and I want to take you along with me. Come shopping with me. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm going to cut away now to the vlog itself, and I hope that you enjoy that. So this was me going to HomeSense, and even if it's daytime, it gets dark so early here in the UK now, like it is insane. But anyway, it is Christmas time, and when I walked into HomeSense, the first thing I saw was so many Christmas tree decorations, which was so exciting because the whole place, like half of the place, was full of Christmas, and there's so much to choose from, so many options. But then we have to be intentional about what we are buying, because we are buying in theme. And if you know your theme, then follow along to see what I found. I did find some of these wreaths. They're not my favorite. I'd prefer something more natural, but they were perfect for a whimsical Christmas decoration. And then they also had these other versions that had candles in them, which would look so nice with like tea lights on a mantle, or like somewhere you'd like to place them to bring in that nice beautiful Christmas ambiance and Christmas lighting. And this one would go so well for the mocha mousse theme. I kept looking around, kept trying to find what I can see. They did have this garland, which I actually like. It felt really nice and soft. And of course, some pine cones as well to go in your decorations. Then I found these beautiful stars that I think would go so well for the moody Christmas. If you haven't seen that video, then go back and watch that. That's a video I made last week. And I think these would go so well because, of course, it's about a mid-winter, well, not mid, but a winter's nice dream. And then they also had like all these pine cones and clusters. I don't really know what to call that, but it was kind of like a bubble that you could place next to them. And this is me just getting excited by seeing this little teddy bear that I thought was really cute. But yes, the stars were like so perfect, and they would go so well like for that moody glamour Christmas tree decoration theme that I actually really like, and I was really tempted to get these. In the end, I didn't, because I'm going to use bubbles rather than the actual stars, but they're so cute. And then of course they had these other bubbles which would also look so good, like scattered on a tablescape, that would make the tablescape look so frosted. And if you remember our enchanted Christmas theme, everything was about frost and waking up to a snowy day. And these pieces right here would look so good on the mantle for that type of Christmas decor. And of course I just wanted to add this bubble next here to this other nativity arrangement, just to show you how like you can make everything on your mantle look so snowy and it's so white, like it just, you woke up on a frosty morning, right? And there were also like all these other reindeer features, which would look so good if you with a tea light, and would make the place like look like an enchanted forest, and as well as bring that nice warm forest lighting to it. So I really like these. I really like this. If you're going for that enchanted forest theme, then this is definitely what you want to get. And yeah, this is why I just love going in store and looking at everything, because you just have to shop intentionally. You can't just grab anything you like. But this would also go really well with just the silver and the white for that, you know, enchanted forest kind of, it just frosted over in the morning. So you're keeping everything silver, everything just frosty and icy. I think that is just perfect. And then of course we move into the red Christmas. I liked these baubles specifically, and they felt so good. They're so soft, so high quality, they would last you for a long time. And as well as they had this tree topper, which goes really well with these baubles. And that's a tip, that if you get something in a color that you like, take it with you to the next door and just make sure that you're color matching everything that you're getting, because there are so many different types of red out there, and you could find yourself getting like light reds and then deeper burgundies, and well, that would throw off your theme. So I like to take whatever I have, and like if that's my main color, if that kind of red is my main color, for example, and take it to every store and everywhere I'm going to make sure I'm actually color matching everything nicely. And of course for the red Christmas, they had all these other little bits as well that you could get to scatter around, like your mantle, or like in a tray on your coffee table, as well as of course I found this cute little dog that just reminded me of a toy I used to have with my sister. We used to have when we were kids, and it just reminded me of that so much. It was so cute. I'm actually tempted to go back and get it. And then I moved on to finding little items for the whimsical Christmas, the pastel pink Christmas. And I really like this piece because it can be stored, like you can hang it on the Christmas tree, but it also has a base, so you can actually like put it like in a tray, on a coffee table, or on a mantle, or as part of your tablescape, right? So that's just like a perfect piece. And they had so many pink decorative pieces, if that whimsical theme is for you, or if you're decorating something for your child. And then of course they had so many garlands. I prefer the actual like more realistic looking ones, but they had all these ones in HomeSense as well, and some of them were really nice, like this one. You could like add more decor to it, and as well it had so many berries that you can add to your tablescape and any other parts of your decor, and this would look so good for the Mocha Mousse Christmas. So I just like shopping intentionally, right? Because when you go in a store like this, it can be overwhelming. There is so much, but then how do you actually buy things for your actual theme? So this is why it's important to stay on theme. Like this would go so well for that whimsical Christmas. They had these deep green ones as well, which would go so well for the enchanted forest Christmas tree. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That is just so beautiful. So there are so many different options, but as you can see, to make sure our homes and Christmas is on brand, we want to shop intentionally. We also had those bows that we just saw that have like that are already tied, which I think is just perfect. And this is glorious. Oh my gosh, this was one of my favorite pieces. It's so beautiful, especially like on a tablescape. That would look so nice, so nice. And this is so cute. Like, if you're not someone who lives in the UK, or you have people that don't live in the UK and you wanted to give them something that reminds them like of London, this is such an amazing little piece to get. And oh my gosh, this was so glamorous. It reminded me of, like, of course, the moody Christmas is so moody but glamorous and chic at the same time, which is great. And something like this would just diffuse light in a room, like in such a beautiful way, right? And then I found all these 4 pre-made um, florals, I guess, and they would be perfect if you're someone that wants something that you bring out every single year and then store away for the rest of the year, and you're not fussed about having like fresh flowers all the time. And also sometimes there's certain spots like in our houses where maybe it's redundant to have fresh flowers, right? So there's some really good pieces that you can get and use year and year and year and every other year again after that. So I hope you enjoyed this little come shop with me and shop intentionally, in theme and on brand.